Hey Pisces, welcome back to my channel, Alicia Spiritual Guidance. I'm Alicia. I'm going to do your general and love reading for the month of August. I am using the In Between tarot deck this month. I will clarify with the Kippers if I need to. I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread. I did shuffle off camera, so let's get it popping. Let's get into it. Also, if you hear background noise, I do live next to a freeway, so my bad. All right, let's get into it. All right, Pisces, coming into the month, we got the Knight of Swords in between the Queen of Swords. Yeah. I feel like Pisces, you gotta, I don't even know if you have a lot to say. Honestly, I don't think you have too much to say. I don't think you're doing too much speaking or over explaining yourself. You're presenting the facts. You may be seeming like you're a little cold at times, but really what it is you're just saying what it is that people need to hear, and you're not trying to sugarcoat it anymore. Someone could be taking you as being, like I said, a little cold, maybe a little aloof, but that's not what it is. You're allowing people to talk and explain things to you, but if they expect you to like explain, validate them and justify what you feel is BS, you're not doing that. You're letting people, you're just telling people what the reality of the situation is. Like if they're talking to you and their perspective is different from what you see as the reality, you're explaining to them what the reality of the situation really is, you know? So that's how you're coming into the month. Crosser, the challenge is the Six of Wands. Or this could help or hinder you. I feel like right now this is helping you because you're protecting your energy and you're not allowing people to drain you of your energy, of your life force, especially with their BS, because you already got a lot going on. So when it comes to like other people, you're short with your patience right now, and you're just like keeping it 100, you know? So you're really in this defensive mode because I feel like maybe, again, like I said, you could have a lot going on. So you don't have like full capacity to take on other stuff. So if they are coming to the point where they're reaching their capacity that you have for them, you're cutting it short, you know? What crowns you is the Queen of Wands. Okay. So if you're working on a project, some sort of creative endeavor, that's really what you're focused on right now, because there's something that you need to get done, that you're trying to get done. Also, again, when it comes to you protecting yourself, you're trying to protect your beauty, your grace, your mind, your body, your soul, everything along with that comes with that, some of you could be taking like spiritual baths, or definitely some of you could be lighting candles and meditating. I see a lot of like petitioning and rubbing stones, just so you can stay in a clear space and not allow others' energy to affect you at this time. Some of you, yeah. Your foundation is, this is the Four of Swords over the Five of Swords, in between the Five of Swords. Okay. I want you to watch out, Pisces, because I feel like you have a hidden enemy. Yeah. I feel like you have a hidden enemy. And I say hidden enemy because they are like, they're not doing this in your face. the shit they're talking, they're not doing it in your face. They're doing it behind your back, trying to make other people seem, trying to make you seem a certain type of way to other people. So the way that people will view you is, is mean or rude and things like that. And that's really not what it is. You just have a low tolerance for people's BS. Also, again, like there could be a lot of people just, there's a lot of nasty energy. I'm sorry. This is a lot of nasty energy. And I have this person in your space. I don't know, Pisces, is this you? Like, you are so, or there's somebody around you, very vindictive. Very vindictive. Like this jealous type of energy. This I don't want you to be better than me type of energy. And if I think you're better than me type of energy, I will sabotage you. So maybe you've been sabotaging someone behind their back, or someone's been trying to sabotage you behind your back. Be mindful of that. But if this, like, and I feel like you feel that type of energy, which is why you've been on guard and really been having to check people. Or maybe, Pisces, you sabotage this person behind their back. I have to call it how I see it, Be mindful. Some of you, this is an air sign, like a Gemini. I haven't really been calling out the signs, but I'm definitely getting that. There's also Libra, Aquarius here, but this person presents as confident, creative, loving, and inviting, but really they are the opposite of all of those things. They feed off of others' energy like that. Your past energy is the Queen of Coins. See how it just, yeah. Your past energy is the Queen of Coins. Oh, there's a baby in this picture. Some of you, wow, this just got deep. Some of you, this is giving me, now I'm not a therapist, but this goes back to being nurtured as a child by your mother. Your mother was not very nurturing, not very affectionate. They didn't give a lot of hugs. It could have been a lot of verbal abuse here, mental abuse, lack of validation. And these are things that you are dealing with today as an adult, So you mask it. You're able to mask it while you're out or while you're at work, but really you have a hard time here. You have a hard time allowing somebody to hold the spotlight. There we go. That's how I'm going to say that. Some of you, because that was an issue you dealt with as a child, if you have children, that's how you come off to your children. The future energy is the Four of Cups. Somebody's going to tell you this, but somebody's going to tell you this. It's a lot of discontentment. It's a lot of unhappiness here. And these are issues you have within, Pisces. So maybe someone's going to have this conversation with you, and you're not going to like what they say. It's going to make you even more mad. But really, they're just trying to help you and get you to see that those things that you disliked in your childhood are the same things you're doing to your children here, and you're not happy about it. You're not happy that someone's bringing this to your attention, because this is an internal struggle that you have. And when you're in this internal struggle, you give this energy off to other people unbeknownst to you sometimes, especially people who have a lot of emotions. You're not very emotional. You're like, what, you need to like be tough, things like that. Just because for your future energy, I'm getting a lot of discontentment. Just a lot of discontentment, a lot of sadness, some loss here. How you see yourself, the Nine of Wands. You're hurt. You've been through some things, and nobody had it for you. Nobody had any validation for you. Nobody had any emotional reciprocity for you. So why should you care about what you're giving off to the next person or how you come off to the next person? That's not your responsibility. That's exactly how you feel here. Some of you are doing some self work, and these are the things coming up for you, and it's making you, really sad. Especially if you have flashbacks about your childhood in regards to the abuse you've dealt with. It really puts you in this position where you close off and you get defensive. Some of you, this is a reason why you don't let a lot of people close to you. People may think they're close to you, but they're actually not close to you because you keep everybody at a bay, like at arm's length, because you don't want to be vulnerable. You don't want to seem vulnerable. You never want to talk about your past. You never want to talk about your childhood. You don't see how your childhood has really affected your outlook on life as an adult. you know your environment is the 10 of cups in between the ace of cups. I feel like in your environment it's a lack of love, a lack of, I don't want to say a lack of love, a lack of emotional reciprocity, especially if you have like multiple siblings and you guys didn't get a lot of affection. Like, y'all are not very affectionate people. So it's hard to see something else, to be something else, when that's how it is in your family dynamic. But for those of you who are, because with the even with the Queen of Wands crowning you, I feel like you are gaining an awareness, an insight on how things have affected you from the root, from childhood to now. And you're really trying, because, see, this person's overlooking their home. So it's a lot of inner reflection, and you're working on healing this about you. But it is causing, a lot of things to come up, a lot of emotions to come up. And sometimes you don't express yourself the best way when you're having one of those days. You could come off, yeah, a little mean. Your hopes and fears, the Page of Wands. I feel like I don't know, like, because I feel like this has affected your relationships. I feel like you have a fear that you'll always be this person that's non-committal, that you'll always be this person that has these short-term relationships, because once people start getting a little too close, you definitely start to pull back. And that is something that you've been thinking about. Maybe what's really going on, Pisces, is there's somebody who's been getting close and causing you to really self-examine. Really, you have to really take a hard look at yourself, and that's hard. I'm going to encourage you, Pisces, if you have not started already, to talk to somebody about it. Maybe a therapist, maybe a life coach. If you have not started that process, because that would definitely help you with you being able to process these things that are coming up, instead of feeling like, oh, well, there's nothing I could do. No, it's okay. I mean, I'm sorry because I'm sorry that you had to go through the things that you've had to go through as a child, especially if this was a mother doing these things to you, saying these things to you, leaving you, you know. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. You know, that's not normal for everybody to have that type of parent. Um, and I want you to know that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to cry. It's okay to let people in so you can start this process of getting these emotions out, so you don't have to feel like you always need to guard your heart or be mean and nasty to people, because that's what you deal with. I really want to encourage you to talk to somebody about it, Pisces. The outcome is the high priestess here, the empress. Some of you, this has to do with issues with your mother. And this is coming up for you this month because this is a issue that you need to deal with. And maybe if your mom's still here, you should talk to your mom about it, how she treated you, how she made you feel. You know, you don't have to sit there and like throw stones at her because you're trying to be this bigger person, this better person, this healed person. But you could definitely have a conversation, using your I feel messages with your mom, letting her know how you feel. Some of you, because you are coming into this awareness of yourself, especially if you're deciding to become a practitioner of magic here. Yes, for some of y'all, this deep, this again, this dive into self, this is what's coming up. But this is where you have to decide, either you're going to be, I don't know, a good or bad witch. Some of you have already chosen a side and you're cool with that. Some of you are battling and you want to do the work. So I hope that you do the work. Some of you will be getting some spiritual advising because I see the high priestess. Because maybe you're not like the biggest fan of therapy and stuff like that, so you'd rather go to a spiritual advisor that could help you get that insight and awareness, to go within your Akashic records to help pull this forward for you. But yeah, I do feel like, Pisces, you are on a journey. You have started a true journey to heal, and healing is something that we do every day. I don't think there's ever going to be an end point in our healing journey. It's something we do every day. Because sometimes we're dealing with our trauma. Sometimes we have vicarious trauma, which is trauma we're experiencing from someone else's situation, things like that, And it could cause things to come up that you thought you worked through, that you haven't that you haven't worked through yet. So now you got to do the work. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay because doing the work is constant. Doing the work on yourself is constant. That doesn't mean it's always going to be so deep. It could be something simple as practicing mindfulness. How are you thinking? How are you speaking? What are you speaking over yourself? What are you speaking to other people? And being mindful of that and saying, today I'm going to speak life into myself first and then into others. Choosing to change your perspective from negative to positive. Choosing to be non-judgmental when someone decides that they are going to confide in you because they trust you like that. You being able to tap into that nurturing side of you. This is not just for Pisces women. This is for Pisces men too. Because to be honest, I'm picking up on a real masculine type of energy. But this could be a woman who presents to be very masculine too. So this is a fluid energy in man and woman. All right. But I do want to encourage you and say you got this, Pisces. And all you can do is take it one day at a time, okay? All right, Pisces. Yeah, that's all I have for you. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think.